Hi there, Mouseketeers. Princess Minnie or Kate here. If you're a new friend, then welcome. I always find it so exciting to discover new YouTubers, and I hope that you do as well, and that you'll stick around by hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell icon. And if you are a returning friend, welcome back. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to share some of these things with you guys forever. So I'm so excited that I finally had enough to create a small shop haul video, which I know a lot of you love to watch and have been asking me specifically about. I have shirts to share with you, I have a hat, I have pins, so it's going to be a fun video. Before I do get started, I want to send a very quick subscriber shout out to Kathy Mary. Kathy, I don't feel like I've seen your name a heck of a lot in my comments, but I know that I don't comment on every video I watch. I try to, but it's hard. So I just wanted to say that your most recent comment to me was something about like thanking me for spreading joy, and that you love to hear when other people are happy. That makes you happy, and that's definitely something I try to put out into the universe. I hope that when you watch this video, you just, get positive vibes from me, and thank you so much, Kathy, for taking the time to comment and saying that, and that really brought a lot of happiness to me. So I do appreciate you, and you're a real Mouseketeer for sure. Thank you so much, Kathy. So again, I have like a whole stack of things to share with you. I think that I might start with this hat. This, I'm gonna say that this is a small shop. The other ones I'm sure are small shops. This one I would say is, and this is from the shop Cakeworthy, and it's their Beauty and the Beast chip inspired hat. And you can even see, so the hat is all white, and except for this one area where there is a silver chip, so it's supposed to represent our little favorite tea glass, right? And it even says chip on the back, and then it has the beautiful purple and blue and pink that we all know and love from Mrs. Potts and Chip's pattern, and the other teacups, I guess, but we don't care about them, right? And it has a little yellow I have no idea what you call this, the button on the top of the hat, and as well as the adjuster in the back. Now the adjuster I did have a lot of problems with. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This hat is like too big for me. But I still like it. I think it'll probably be something I just kind of grab and go. I probably won't wear it to the parks because it's not the most flattering on me. And my head might be a little bit on the smaller side, and the adjuster was just very complicated for me to figure out. It's one of these deals. It's not like Velcro, and as much as I try, I can't seem to get it to flatten. So maybe I should watch like a YouTube how-to video on that. But otherwise, the hat itself is just large in general. So I think it's cute. If you know you have a small head, this is probably not something you want to buy. But if you have a larger head, there you go, that's for you. But I did think the pattern overall was just adorable. Here's a nice close-up view. I actually wore this on our travel day recently, and I can see doing that again as well. Or just say throwing this on before a walk in the neighborhood. I will put information about all of these small shops in the description box below, by the way. If I can find the specific product, I will put a specific link to it. If not, I will just link to the specific website or Instagram. Most of these I have found via Instagram or Etsy. Etsy as well. Speaking of Etsy, let's do a shirt. Now, for my Etsy shops, I don't know the names of them off the tops of my head, so they will all be down in the description box below. But I bought 3 shirts, and so maybe we'll just do all 3 now, to wear on my most recent trip. Only this one came in time, unfortunately, so don't be like me and think that an Etsy shop is going to have a really quick turnaround, because a lot of the times they do not. This one had a fairly good time. I mean, I still think I gave it like 2 or 3 weeks, but some Etsy stores are like a month or more. This one I really like. It's a muscle tank. So it has these like big arm openings there. Now, I got, what size did I get? It's so hard to know. I got a size small, which is what I normally wear. I would size up at this shop. So if you like this shirt or the look of this, they did have a lot of other looks as well, and you could pick the color of your tank top. I went with this like mauve dust. I think it was maybe called like Dusty Rose or something like that. With just like really cool park icons. But if you like this, I would size up. I wish I had a medium of it because I actually took this on my trip and it didn't work with any of the bras I took with me. Because the openings do go really far down, and I didn't have like a really cute like show-offy kind of bra. So I also think this might be really cute if you wore it over a bathing suit as well. Like if you were going to like the boardwalk or whatever, or the beach, like, but you wanted to go to dinner after or like a lunch afterwards, just throw this on top of your bathing suit top. I think that would be cute too, because you will see a little bit with this cut. I just absolutely fell in love with this color. Again, I think it's Dusty Rose. It's hard to remember. It might have been mauve. All the shops call things different things, so it's hard to remember. But you have the castle at the top, you have the Epcot ball, Spaceship Earth, you have the Tree of Life, and then you actually have the Earful Tower that is no longer in Hollywood Studios. But I still thought this was really lovely. So next time I will just wear the right undergarments to enjoy this. Now again, speaking of how crazy cut is, this is actually an extra small tank that I bought, and this fits absolutely perfectly. So that's the hard thing, right? Knowing the sizing. I do look at sizing charts a little bit, but I find when I look at the measurements, it just looks like Greek to me. So I just kind of go with what I am normally in real life, and so I would say if you want something that's a little snugger, which I like to wear things that are a little snugger, so I went with the extra small, then go true to size. If you like things a little loosey-goosey, especially if like me, you're probably indulging on a Disney trip and you're like, oh, this is towards the end of the trip, I might want something a little loosey-goosey around the tummy area. That's what I do, that's what I think of at least. Then I would size one up. But I really like this color. This might have just been called pink, I don't remember, but you could probably easily find out. But they had tons of colors, and they had tons of these like circle patterns with different sayings. This one I happen to just love. This just feels super Disney to me. I really like this one. Now, this is a very thin material, so with a darker color probably won't matter, but just know if you go with what I went with this light pink, it is a little bit translucent, just a little bit, or if you go with like a white maybe, then you might want to really consider what you're wearing underneath it. I have since bought a couple more shirts to wear on our next trip, so I'll have another haul coming for you, like a pre-trip haul coming soon. But this shirt, as soon as I saw it, I just clicked order. Like sometimes I put things in my Etsy cart and I'm like, I'll think about it. This was like a pure order for me. So it's the last shirt I'm going to show you today. And it's something that I'm going to wear when my sister and I go drinking around the world, the Epcot showcase, the World Showcase. And it says, "To Inebriated and Beyond." So I've seen shirts like this with the Disney princesses, or like, I thought my sister might want to get one that said Drinkerbell because she loves Tinkerbell. Bippity Bobbity Buzzed I've seen, Drinking Beauty, like really just really funny plays on drinking and the princesses or whatever. But I had not seen one with the Toy Story alien before, and I thought this was great. And this actually inspired my sister to buy a similar one. She got one, I think it says like, ooh, margaritas or something like that. I'll make sure I show you guys when it comes in for her. And then we're gonna be with my husband, her husband, and their 2 kids. And so all of us got either a Toy Story Alien or Pizza Planet inspired shirts to wear that day. But hers and mine will both have these like drinking themes because we are going to help each other drink around the world. There is no way I can drink 11 drinks in a day and enjoy the next day. I just know that about myself. So we're going to share drinks in most of the countries. And yes, that might be a little bit cheating, but I'd rather cheat and enjoy my day than do it full force and ruin the next day of the trip. So this store, the tanks definitely run true to size. If anything, they might run slightly on the small side, so if you're at all worried, go up. But I really liked the way this fit on a small, and that's my normal size. But I just thought this was really adorable, and I think it'll make for great photos that day as well. Like you even see like the planetary logo right here on the ears, and then the wine glass is a little silvery and glittered, and I think that this is just absolutely one of my favorite things of all time. And again, with that shirt, I really liked that Etsy shop let you customize the color of the tank top you wanted as well. There was one I really wanted my sister to get to match with me. It was Mr. Potato Head, and it said, "Reach for the wine." I thought that was hilarious, but it was on a red background, and she doesn't like red, so that instantly I think like she was like, no. But she wound up finding a Toy Story alien one, so that was even better in the end. I have 3 more small shops to share with you, and these are all fantasy pin specifically makers, and I found out about one of them through watching a Disney Kitty video, and the other 2 I just found on Instagram. Since I've also seen Bibbidi Bobbidi Boxes also uses one of these companies to send in their boxes. So all 3 of these pin sellers are amazing. Their pricing is really good, and I highly recommend them. So I'm going to link their shops down below. If for some reason I can't, I will at least put their Instagram handles so you can go follow them. I'm going to start with 3 pins from my own personal favorite fantasy shop at the moment, which is Castle Babe Co. And this is the shop that Bibbidi Bobbidi Boxes has also used. If you saw my most recent Bibbidi Bobbidi Box unboxing, I got a Disneyland glittery castle pin. But these ladies have come up with, I say these ladies, I think it might just be one girl. This company has actually come up with their own very unique kind of design where they are teacups stacked on top of one another, and they're all themed to different Disney movies. And so I had to get these 3. Like, it wasn't even a challenge or decision for me. But with this Instagram shop, or this, well, Instagram shop, sure. With this small shop, you want to make sure that you're waiting for sales, because they will have sales, and they also, you should definitely subscribe to their newsletter, because they will alert you when they are having new pin releases, and you can usually get them earlier than everyone else, and usually for a better price as well. So you want to be subscribed to their newsletter. Their backing cards are absolutely beautiful. This is an overall shot of the 3 I got, and now I will give you individual shots of all of them. I have been on such a Toy Story kick recently, and when I saw that the cookies at the bottom of this stack of teacups were Little Green Men themed, I mean, I was like, sold. Then of course you have the Woody teacup, Buzz, Andy's wallpaper, which has this really pretty heart as well, and then heart handle, that's the word I was trying to think of and couldn't, and then at the top it says, "You've got a friend in me." I think this is amazing. I think Toy Story has some of the best aesthetics out there, and yeah, you want to be following this pin shop. As I'm building my Cinderella pin board to share with you guys, this one was also a no-brainer for me, and I loved the cookie options at the bottom, where the carriage and the slipper. Here, here's the first teacup you can see is them dancing and the clock tower. I'm not 100% sure what this second teacup is. I guess it's her dress, right? That must be her dress. The color is not necessarily exact to me, but I still like it. Then of course you have Prince Charming, and then the best part up at the top, you have like the little fairy godmother wand, and I'm guessing, I think it's beautiful, but I'm guessing that this is supposed to be a nod to the pink dress that Cinderella makes herself. So it's all good. I do love this. It's kind of like, you know, the straw or the stirrer, right, that you're using for your drink. But I think ultimately this idea of a tea party collection is beautiful. I just thought I would quickly also share their pin backs with you. So there are these really cute pink ones. And then the last one that I bought, I just have been obsessed with, and I finally pulled the trigger on it, and it is an Alice in Wonderland themed, and I think that the decisions they made were absolutely perfect. So the cookies are actually the Eat Me cookies from the movie. I mean, you can't get more spot on than that. Then you have Cheshire Cat, lovely. This, I guess, is just a nod to the flowers, although you can correct me if you have another idea. Like, they say, like, oh, she's just a wildflower or something, doesn't she? But so that's my guess for that one, nod to Alice being a wildflower. And then you have another heart handle, which I'm also just realizing is something they do on all of the pins at this particular cup level, and it's the Queen of Hearts. And then you have the White Rabbit, and if the White Rabbit were not here with his little ears sticking out, I might not have felt as compelled to get this one, but he is, so I did. So you definitely want to be following Castle Babe Co. All those pins, those are probably the most expensive of all the pins I'm going to share with you, but I think they're well worth it. The quality is excellent, and the pins are very, like, well sized. This next shop I'm going to share with you had the most cost-effective, we'll say, pins, and really, really cool ones that just totally fit like my own personal sense of style and collections. And so I picked up 2 Rapunzel themed pins that I just needed to have. I'm gonna take them out of their little baggies. And this is from Mrs. Z06, and I found her literally just, I think, like, I looked for the hashtag fantasy pins on Instagram or something, and I found her, and I've been following her for a little while, and her pins are just really fun, and I'll probably be buying more over time, but these went on sale and I had to pick up a couple of each of them for me and for a few friends as well. So if you're my friend, like my own personal real life friend, don't buy these yet because you might get them. Okay, so this is their basic Punzie pin. That's what it's called, basic Punzie. And it's just Rapunzel out for a day at the Disney parks. And she is wearing a Danielle Nicole Pascal bag. A bit more of a modern take on her princess dress, but not really. And then she's wearing Mickey ears and sunglasses. Like, how hysterical is that? And her hair is like my favorite Rapunzel hair when it's all braided with the flowers. So the colors on this are beautiful. This is a fairly large pin. It's like, you know, take it to my hand. It's a fairly large size pin. And my favorite pin collection is characters at the Disney parks, so clearly this spoke to my soul. And this Pascal pin, I just couldn't pass it up. It has too many funny nods to the movie, and I love Pascal's stance and expression. Like, look, he's holding the frying pan, and he's wearing the Lost Princess crown. Like, there's nothing I don't love about this, and I had to grab a few of these to share the love with some of my Rapunzel-loving Disney friends. And I bought so many things from this last pin seller that they had to ship it to me in this large box rather than a small mailer. Now, I can't show you a ton of things because I actually bought a bunch of gifts for friends and I have since distributed them out into the universe, but I did get a few things for me. And I found this pin seller because of Becca over at Disney Kitty. She showed one pin and I was like, I need that pin in my life. So that pin is in here. And I was able to get a flawed pin, but honestly, for like, I think that was the only one they had left, and she sells her flawed pins at cheaper prices. But honestly, I can't see anything wrong with it. If you can, don't tell me, because I'm happy. You know, this ignorance is bliss, and I'm super blissful right now. But she has pins, she has artwork, she has stickers. It is a phenomenal shop, and this is Alicias Wonderland. And Alicias Wonderland, I mean, you want to be checking this out. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing 2 pins with you. One is this really cool Nightmare Before Christmas themed pin, and it's in this really big heart shape. The other is the pin that started me down this whole Alicia's Wonderland rabbit hole, and it is a Disneyland D pin, and she has a whole series of these representing various Disney characters, and they're amazing. I wish I could have all of them, and I'm sure I'll be buying more, but this one is Christmassy themed, gingerbread themed, and I had to get it. And again, I'm looking and I don't see a flaw personally, so I'm really glad that I bit the bullet and went for a flawed one. I also got this super cute sticker. Her stickers are very cheaply priced, and she does buttons. So I got a bag of mystery buttons. So even though I can see some of them, I don't know what all these buttons are, and you and I are going to open and find out together. She sends you like a little invoice, of course, and so like I can tell you I got a 10 button mystery box for $15. I figured I'd want some of them and I could send some of them out as presents, so I think that's a great price. I know my flawed pin was $10. I'm not sure what like the normal price is, but it's more than that. But I thought $10 for a pin, you're gonna see how beautiful it is, was not bad whatsoever. Oh, and the other pin I got was $13, so maybe I got like $3 off or something around that price. But otherwise, I'm going to come up to the camera and show you everything, and we'll open that mystery bag of buttons. So here's this absolutely gorgeous sticker. It totally spoke to me. It's completely my aesthetic, with the white and the gold and the burgundy and the fireworks and the castle and the Mickey head and the roses, and everything about this was absolutely perfect. It's super large. It's like bigger than my hand, you can see, and this sticker was $3, but I think she does like various sizes. She even does like mystery sticker packs. It's like really cool stuff that she does. This Nightmare Before Christmas pin is just so fun. Zero is my favorite main character from that movie, and it has Jack's bow tie up at the top, and all that purple glitter is so gorgeous. And I feel like this is such an iconic scene in the graveyard with the rolling hill as well. So you can't really go wrong with this, and it's super large, and I'm really happy that I have it for my Halloween collection. The last pin in this video, and what inspired me to start looking for more fantasy pins, was this D logo pin that is super Christmassy themed, like a gingerbread house. And when I saw that Becca had gotten one of these, I knew I needed to get one for myself. So I jumped on right after that video, and that was a long time ago. So I've been sitting on this box for a while. I'm so excited to finally be able to put these where they belong. And I love the Mickey and Minnie gingerbread people most at the bottom. So here are my mystery buttons. I'm just gonna open them all up at camera and see if I can't find some favorites in here to keep. Okay, this one is really cool. It's a sugar skull representation of Rapunzel. Look, her hair winding all the way around the button. You see Pascal at the top, the floating lanterns, the roses. It's all really beautiful. It's a really cool mashup. The next is from her Disneyland D series, and of course it's Rapunzel again, and I might have to actually buy this in pin form. This is so beautiful, and I especially love the floating lanterns. You even can see the little boat at the bottom, and then the Lost Princess crown is just absolutely killing me. Oh my gosh, look at this one, another from that series. It's a little hard to make out the D, but it is there. And it says Kiss the Girl, and it's from The Little Mermaid. Oh my gosh, another one to add to the list of actually pins to buy. This is beautiful. And here is a button version of the pin I bought. So it's lacking glitter, but it does have What's This? And I think that is really special and fun. So because I already have this in pin form, I might find a way to gift this button, but I do think this is really cool. Slightly different shape to this button, but I picked it next because it goes thematically with the last one. And it's Jack with his little snowflake. So this could go on a Halloween board or maybe even a Christmas board. I think this is really cool. Now we have a little button, and it still has really cool details, and again, another Tangled themed one, and I really like this one. That's really neat with her hair coming out of the sketchy tower. Sketchy in the sense of like a sketchbook, and not like, what's that tower up to? Here is a really cool Peter Pan theme button, and I have a friend who likes Peter Pan, and I might be shipping this off to her soon, so I think this is really lovely. Oh my goodness, would you look at this Winnie the Pooh one where he's using the balloon float system to try to get to some honey from the tree? Even though it looks like there's a perfectly good honey collection pot at the bottom. Oh, this is so cute, and I can imagine a ton of people being interested in getting this one as a gift. This one is quite interesting. So it's an Ariel button, and she and her tail and some shells and a sun, I think, are forming a heart. And then it's King Triton's palace and Flounder in the background. That is really pretty and very different and unique. Probably a gifter for me. This is funny because it's reminding me of the teacups from Alice in Wonderland pin that I just purchased from Castle Babe Co. So that is really funny. It says, "Would you like some tea?" And I know exactly which of my friends this button has her name on it. I said that weird, but you know what I mean. This is absolutely phenomenal to me, and I would love this one in pin form. So of course it's the Queen of Hearts, and it has the whole painting the roses red motif. I think this is really, really cool. And look at this Disneyland D, that's Adventureland, Tiki Room, Dole Whip theme. You even have a little hidden Mickey on the Dole Whip. This is really cool. I think this mystery button pack is really cool because it kind of lets me know which of the Disneyland D pins I'm actually really interested in getting. This is lovely and very tropical. And this one I could see through the bag, but I wanted to save it for last because it's my guy, it's my little man, and I love the colors. I think this is adorable. I think she did a phenomenal job designing this, of course, and I will probably put this on like a backpack or something like that and even take it into the parks with me. So there were only supposed to be 10 buttons in that pack, and she actually sent 13. So maybe it's because I had such a large order. Like I said, that's not all I bought from Alicias Wonderland. I also bought a bunch of other things to send out as gifts. So maybe she sent a few extra my way. That's really cool. And I would definitely order that mystery button pack again. That was awesome. And I definitely want to get some more of those Disneyland D pins. Now, I normally like to have a little bit of a longer outgoing message to you guys, but my camera is angrily blinking red at me and it's like, wrap it up, Kate. So I'm going to do just that. Thank you so much for following along with me today. I can't wait to hear what you really liked or what you'd want to get for yourself in the comments down below, and I'll see you real soon.